And the barbarian is at the gate today. He's here. He's outside the gate. He's ready to come in. Now, when the barbarian comes in, this is a mythical figure that I created. When the barbarian comes in, there's no negotiating with the barbarian. Does he look like he wants to listen to anything that I have to say? He has one mission and one mission only, and that is to destroy and take the spoils of war, which in the history of our living civilization, 200,000 years, the spoils of war have always been women. They've never been the protector. They've never been the securer. But in our society, I'm banking on, from what we know, that they would do that because we're equal. There's no hierarchy. They're capable. They're strong and independent. Right? Right? We're assuming when the barbarian shows up, we're all going to be together fighting, right? Or am I wrong? That's wrong. Because as we know, let a flood come in here tonight, and you jump in a boat before a woman. They are not having that. Let a mosquito, a bee, a fly, a caterpillar, what have you, come in here, they will push you into the front, and all of this bullshit that we've been talking about, all of this subversion from within will fall in a matter of mere moments. Let the electricity go out. The Wi-Fi, TikTok, Facebook. Facebook went out the other day, and mostly women lost their mind. This is how fast this BS that you've been promoted, this is how fast it will go away. It wouldn't take very much. The barbarian is here. And it's only a matter of time before it starts doing damage. And communists and Marxism and all of this stuff remove the protector first to allow the barbarian to come in. So much so that some of your dudes will be making TikTok videos with the barbarian. They'll record it before they start fighting. And there will be some women that will try to fight the barbarian more than a lot of young men. But what we have to caution people is any outside force that comes in, was invited in to control you. If you don't believe that, that could sound a little strange to you if you're in the matrix and you're blue pilled. You're like, what do you mean? These politicians mean no harm to us? I get it. I'm like, damn, you far gone. But the barbarian's always invited in. And we're kind of seeing this as we go along. The best way to get them invited in is to give women things. I mean, that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to her heart. That's the best way to everything. And she's been giving a lot of things. And so now we're seeing what? You guys got face condoms on everywhere. You guys have to distance. You got the divorce rate. You got the bitter custody battles. And you have all of that hanging over your head, but you just want love. Who wants a woman to love them? Raise your hand. I want a woman to love me. Who doesn't want that? Who's ever had a woman love them? Okay. Does she still love you? She still loves you? Good. But it is a rare thing. It's almost like romance and fantasy. Not everybody will experience it, and it's okay. But you can attempt to grab it. You can attempt to hold on to it. But just understand the outside culture has more influence on her than you do. Because the protector is no longer men. We no longer own them. And we're not going back. We're not going back to the 50s, which was created too. We're not going back to the agrarian age, although you might have to. You might be forced to. But the protection model was no longer there. So we have to find a new way to make influence over ourselves and to protect ourselves. The barbarian is here. And when the barbarian starts swinging, you're going to have to fight or deal with what remains. Baby boomers in Generation X will probably fight. The millennials and Gen Z, they ain't gonna fight. Just let you know. They ain't gonna do a damn thing. They ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight, okay? Just understand that. And some of you baby boomers too old to fight. So you only have Gen X to depend on. And guess what you guys made Gen X? Latchkey kids, okay? So good luck with that. Have you noticed, and this is what I'll end with, and I'll deal with questions. Have you noticed in the last 5 years, the Barbarians been swinging a little bit harder? Politicians have been pushing the envelope. Rights have been taken away. They've been saying, don't you like safety? Don't you like this comfort? Well, give up a little bit of your rights. Stay home, don't do anything. Have you noticed that the last 5 years? Now, what generation died in the last 5 years? Like, you barely see any of them anymore. If you see one, they will roll his ass out in the middle of a baseball stadium. And he'll have on a what? A hat that says what? World War veteran. And that's the culture of people who fought, the last culture of freedom, people who fought for American freedoms and rights. And they know what it is to be Americans. They know the Constitution. They're like, we ain't giving up nothing. If they would have tried this 20 years ago, that culture of people would have said, hell no. But they're dead. And the culture of Gen Z and millennials, they don't care about the Constitution. They've never read it. So what are they going to fight? The reality is they know these people are dead and gone and nobody's going to protect the country anymore. Like, if you did something to the flag, a World War II veteran would kick your ass. Now, nobody will say anything. They just will record it. Okay? This is where we're going in the future. Just understand we're going to more socialism, and it will be voted in like Adolf Hitler was voted in. It will be voted